How's it going, people? Kerry should be joining us in a minute or two, give or take. I haven't been doing many shows because I haven't been feeling so good lately. Um, Had a few different things going on. A lot better now, thank God. I got Lyme disease over the summer, and it started taking. I didn't realize I even had it until it got bad, and then they put me on doxycycline, I think it was, and that actually was worse than the Lyme disease. So getting myself back to normal was just kind of difficult. And I'm still not really there, but I'm pretty damn close. And I'm even getting my hip back in shape, which is kind of nice after the truck accident. Um, Walking on a cane for a little while was a real pain in the ass. I don't envy anybody who has to do it on a regular basis. I did it when it was so painful I just couldn't walk. Now I walk with a little bit of pain, but it's getting better every day, thank God. Um, anyway, so here's the deal. As I said, Kerry will be here in a few minutes. Haven't done a show in ages, covered all of that. I just, before we start, my one regret with this particular show is that I don't have more viewers. And I'll tell you why. Because what I'm going to show you today is just the absolute absurdity of politics and news corruption and how one serves the other to be given special privileges for certain interviews or jobs later on, or whatever it happens to be. And it's really kind of a scary thing because they're willing to be as underhanded and just blatantly lie as one particular organization could possibly be. Again, if I run short on what I'm trying to say, I'm doing this all right off the cuff. I don't take any notes. I don't do anything like that. I give you exactly how I feel, and I try to show you what I'm saying is fact rather than just blurting out some sort of ridiculous um, rhetoric. That's the problem, is that the news actually no longer deals with facts. They deal with rhetoric, and they deal with blatant lies. I mean, for that matter, it's a shame. It really is, and it all comes down to access for the news and power for the politicians. And what the politicians do is they guide the news to push propaganda, which is something that I mean, this is something that was done in like the World War II with the Nazis and stuff. I mean, it's so absurd at this point, but it is what it is. It's not going to change. Um, I'm going to put on pause for a little bit till Kerry gets here because I really don't want to start the show without him and have to go back and explain things. Because actually today is a little different because I think I have like one, two, three, four, like five different instances for you to watch where where you'll see that it's more or less one lie after another after another. And what you should notice, the main thing is, the main thing you want to notice, okay, is that there's always a singular word. In this case, they took from specific word, but they always come up with a word that you'll hear every news outlet use repetitively. I mean, I guess I should have said repeatedly, but I think repetitively would work also because it's actually how they're doing it. Anyway, so I just want to show you how it's not just one, it's all news. It's unbelievable. And again, that I don't really like to watch um, USA News, okay, because it is always some bias somewhere in there, and I find that horrible. That I mean, I can decipher it. I'm smart enough to figure out what Judge Judy is like. She's an amazing woman, okay. I absolutely love her. I have to put that out there. I absolutely. Oh, Kerry's here. Hold on one second. Let me bring him in. I'll tell him where we're at.
What's up, nigga?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
What's up?
You can hear me?
Yep.
All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna put on my headphones just because I've got some
That's what I
I've
do.
got yeah, I didn't do that yet. So give me one second. I should have done that already. I'm so unprofessional. Just give me one second. I just have to turn this on, and then
Cool, brother.
that, and that should connect. Hold on a second. It's right there. I just gotta put them in. Connect here.
What's up?
Anyway, so listen. So let me tell you where we're at here because I started the show already. So we're kind of. I should have told you that, shouldn't I? I started the show
What's
already.
up?
Oh,
cool.
Me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I did a brief introduction. I told them why we haven't done a show, that I haven't been feeling real well and stuff like that. But I have a bunch of like snips from different people talking about Trump using the word bloodbath and how they interpret it. And so we're gonna watch those, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show them because you already know how the
Yo,
media lies.
interpret it. That guy from what's it? CNBC. That Joe.
Joe
Mornings
Scarborough.
Joe.
Yeah,
What a
yeah.
he freaked out. He
What an
started
idiot.
cursing.
What an idiot. What a moron. It's 6:15 a.m. and I'm gonna say it. That's just bullshit. Come on, man.
Right. That's it.
He was like a governor or some shit, and he's a moron. Anyway,
Yes, he
so
is.
okay, so I'm gonna start this off, Kerry. Let's kick back for a minute, guys. I'm gonna give you the first. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play everything that these people are saying about Trump, or I'm gonna read it to you because there's articles also. I'm gonna bring it. I got invited. Hold on a second. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this. That's not right. Let's see.
How's everybody doing out there?
Talk to them a minute, man. Get acquainted. I've been doing it, so you might as well.
How do you like my
Let's
place? I fixed it up.
Hold on.
There
Here
we
we
go.
go.
Hope everybody's having a good March.
Okay, so this is CBS.
It's almost
Hold on a
spring.
second. Here we go. So this is CBS. All right. I don't know. Can you see that? Can everybody see that? Okay, that's CBS. Hang on a minute. And what CBS says is, in Ohio campaign rally, Trump says there will be bloodbath if he loses in November election. Stop. Stop. Nothing else. That's all it says. No, remember that. So it says, former President Donald Trump claimed that he, not President Biden, will protect Social Security and warned of a bloodbath if he loses in November as he campaigned for Senate candidate Bernie Moreno in Ohio over the weekend. Now, stop right there. Listen to that. What he's saying is that there's going to be a bloodbath over Social Security if he loses in November, because the way this would be interpreted is that Biden is trying to do something with Social Security, and if you don't get him out of there, Social Security's in a bloodbath. Then you go on. There's another reason for the bloodbath. Trump speaking on wind whipping airfield outside America First champion political outsider spent his entire life building up or whatever. Okay, so I go through all this, and here's what they say. Now remember this. Now I'm supposed to be quoting Donald Trump. Now remember what you just heard. You just heard me say about how Social Security, if he's not elected, there's a bloodbath. Sounds real violent, right? Listen, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country, he warned. Now listen to what he says. While talking about the impact of offshoring the country's auto industry and his plan to impose 100% tariff on foreign-made cars. Now, I'm going to come back to the studio for a minute. Now, what this is basically, I'm going to let you hear exactly what Donald Trump said.
Right.
And should I do that now, Terry, or should I wait and do the rest of these?
Do one more.
Okay, one more. Okay, so let's see. So that was the Ohio.
Do the Joe one.
I don't have that up. I'm sorry. If you had told me, I would have pulled it up.
How about the Saki one? That lady Saki.
I got that. Okay, I got that. Hold on.
Yeah, they're all freaking Looney.
Let me bring that up next.
They're all Looney Tunes, man.
That's
fuck.
Okay, that's this one. If this is who? Okay, I know which one it is now. This. I think it's this. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, can you see that? Did I bring it up?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Jen Psaki talking about Biden. Talking about Trump. Okay. Now I'm going to let this one play a little while because I want you to pay attention to this. There's going to be a guy coming up. He's an African American gentleman, and he is Biden and Harris's. Listen to this word: communication advisor. Okay. He's the communication advisor. And listen
advisor.
to how he, right. And
Right.
now listen,
That's right.
communication, whatever. He's the communication. He communicates everything for them. Anyway, and what he's
With the
going to
Mora.
do is he's gonna muddle Trump's words so much that there's no way you would be able to communicate this with anyone. Okay, I want that clear. Okay, hold on a minute now. Let's see, and I'm going to play it starting now. Please, everybody, I beg you, pay attention to the words. Pay close attention. I'm going to let it play for a little while.
Joining me now from the Biden campaign is Communications Director Michael Tyler. Michael, thank you so much. I know we called you this morning and asked you to talk about this. I appreciate you taking the time. I wanted to start. I mean, your statement from the campaign makes that very clear. It wasn't in your name, but the statement from the campaign makes very clear what the campaign was thinking. But when you heard the full context, when you saw those comments at that rally, what did you hear?
Well, thank you, Jen, for having me. I mean, what I heard was a continuation of the same rhetoric, the same endorsement of political violence that we've seen from Donald Trump for years, as you pointed out. It goes even farther back, right? This is the same guy who, after Nazis marched on Charlottesville and killed a woman, said there were very fine people on.
That's not true, okay? That was a protest that was going on. There was a bunch of different people. There were bad people there, and there were good people there. Just like at every protest. At every protest, you have people who are controlled and people who are not. Okay?
Right.
That's what Trump said. Trump said there were fine people there and there were bad people there. That's number one. Number two, the next thing he's going to bring up is January 6th. And what Trump said, and please, by all means, Google it.
Look it up.
Okay, fact check what I'm going to say. He said, protest peacefully,
patriotically.
And patriotically. And look, dude, did we have that set up together? If that wasn't what he said, how would I know exactly what you were going to say just now?
That's right.
I wouldn't. So go and look it up. He said peacefully and patriotically. That's another thing. Okay.
Brother,
so this
I write everything down.
This communicator, this communicating director is making stuff up. He's lying. He's communicating lies. Back to now. Listen, remember what I just said. He's going to turn around and tell you that Trump pushed the January 6th thing. Trump has never been convicted or charged of any of that. Okay.
Right.
And what Trump's statement was: protest peacefully and patriotically. And to top that off, Trump offered Nancy Pelosi, I think it's 1 to 400
National Guard.
National Guard. I couldn't think of the word. National Guard. And she turned them down. Now, if you're looking to overthrow government, you don't turn around and offer them soldiers. You don't offer that government soldiers. You just go and you overthrow it. He was offering 400 people to control things, and they turned it down. And if you don't believe that, again, fact check my ass.
Right.
Okay.
And also,
I guarantee you that.
You have to think why they said that, why they turned it down.
Right. Well, I was just going to get to that. I said, here's the thing. Okay. So fact check my ass. Okay. See if I'm wrong. The one thing I will not do is I will not speak unless it's a fact, unless I know what I'm saying. I wish these people were like that. Now, go ahead, Kerry. Why? You tell them why. Why do you think it was done? You just said,
it's a setup.
Why they
said
it was absolutely.
It was a setup. Entrapment.
Right. If they wanted, if you watch that, and I'm not doing conspiracy. This I can't say. I don't know this for a fact. But if I've watched many videos on it, and I've seen bad actors, I've seen good actors. The only one I know died that particular day
was the girl.
Cops died was Ashley Babbitt, and that was her name, Ashley Babbitt, and she was a former military individual,
veteran,
and she was shot without totally unarmed because she put her leg through a window. I mean, that's crazy. And as far as you say, 11 of the cops died. No, let me tell you something. People die every day, and it's not because of that. Like, they didn't die because a bullet went through their body. The one cop had a heart attack 2 days later. Another cop had underlying symptoms of another disease. So they were going to die anyway. That was their time. All right. So it's not the same as having somebody shoot you in the face. Okay. I'm sorry. And that's what happened to Ashley Babbitt. Anyway, so getting back to this guy. So now let's bring it back. Remember what I said? This guy's going to turn around. He's going to bring up January 6th. And I'm telling you what Trump said, peacefully and patriotically. He's also going to bring up this. What was the one he just talked about, the woman or something? I don't even remember because the guy's such an asshole. I don't even want to listen to him. But listen to what he says.
I know, right?
Listen to how he describes Trump's bloodbath comment.
Both sides is the same guy who in 2020 told the Proud Boys, a white supremacist group, to stand back and stand by. And now,
okay, that's not true. He never said stand back and stand by. He
right.
said stand down. He said
stand
down, not stand back and stand by. Stand by means get ready. Stand down means relax. Okay, stand down means get away from it. Leave it alone.
Right. All you have to do is go Google it and you'll hear it. Right.
Right, exactly. So again, a communication director misdirecting. That's what it is. Okay, back to this idiot.
A single day on the stump, he is championing and praising the insurrectionists who he encouraged to violently storm the Capitol in an attempt to over.
Nope, he never said that.
You're saying that. He never, none of that was said. But you're saying that, but you also have to realize that people have the right to believe that there was something went on. Dude, I watched it that night. I watched what happened. I watched everything change between the hours of 11 and 2 a.m. And I don't understand what happened. And I just happened, I don't really, listen, if this guy, if Biden had gotten in there and just did the right thing, I wouldn't have a problem with him. I'm not.
Right.
What people don't understand, they think we're some sort of fucking, Trump zombies or something like that. And I'm not. I'm really not. If you give me somebody good, listen, the reason I wanted Trump in there is because in the 90s, the United States changed, okay? So for the 90s, we were like Happy Days, okay? If you know the show Happy Days, it was you had a family, you got a house, you had a job, or you opened a business, your son went to go, it was Happy Days. It was a family country. It was all about family, nothing else.
Right.
The 90s came around and we learned how to make a microchip. This is what happened. We learned how to make a microchip, and we developed computer and technology and shit. And we advanced ourselves technologically speaking about 150 years into the future in a matter of 15 years. Okay. Now I can't tell you how. I'm not against conspiracy. I don't know if it's alien technology we got or whatever it was. I can't tell you. But to be able to go from having a computer memory room or building that could only hold 500 megabytes to being able to put 30 billion terabytes on the head of a pin is huge. I'm sorry. Somebody somewhere found something out. I don't know what it was. But that's not even a point. What that did was it changed everything. It changed our monetary system. So back then, maybe we had 1-2 billionaires. Maybe, like the King of Siam. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. But, like you might have had 2 billionaires, Howard Hughes or somebody. I don't even know. I don't even know. Today, you have 1,000. Okay. And the reason that you have that is because the technology brought in the cash, and the cash.
It's a business world.
Right. Now, here's the problem with the politicians we have now. They're regular people. They're teachers. They're this. They're lawyers. They're that. And the thing about a politician being that with the family is great because they understand family.
Right.
The thing about that with the country becoming a business or a corporation, it sucks because they don't know how to make money. And that's what when you open a business, okay, on purpose or by accident. In this case, it happened by accident. When you open a business, if you don't have the knowledge to run that business, it's going to go down. So example being, let's say you have a business of a bakery, okay, and tomorrow you open up a Best Buy. All right, you went from a bakery to a Best Buy. Well, you knew how to make cakes, but you don't know how to fix computers.
Yeah.
So that business is going down. Okay, it's going down, man. Okay, so that's kind of what's happening. So we were putting people in there like Obama, Bush, and like Bush had some cash. Obama walked in there with nothing and walked out a billionaire or close to a billionaire. And we put these people in there. And as a matter of fact, the only president to ever leave the presidency poorer than when he walked in was Donald Trump. Obama walked out. He walked in there. I think he was worth $60,000, or I mean, like tops 250, no more than that. But I think it was 60. He's now worth like 70 million or 100 million.
Wow!
How did that happen? Joe Biden has never been anything but a senator his entire like he's been lower titles. But
Right.
that's the highest he ever got. A senator
Well,
might make 260,000. I'll say a year. I'm guessing.
we all know how we got his money.
How does he own a fucking Corvette that's worth like $150,000? Because that's what that car's worth. That car's mint. That car's worth about $150,000. Okay. How does he own this? How does he own all of his property? How? You figure it out. He never had any business dealings. He never owned a business.
Only corrupt.
Right. These people don't know how to cut checks and stuff. And so here's the philosophy. And I'm going to put it in a nutshell. If you want to argue this, just throw it in the comments and I'll argue this with you. If you give a poor person money, you know what they do? They spend it. They spend it because they didn't have it. It makes them feel good. So now they're going to spend it. And in the poor person's money, it's kind of like the cocaine addict, okay? Who on Sunday night, he's a little bit. And he turns around and he goes, you know what? I only need 2 hours sleep. I don't need 1 hour sleep. Well, that's what they're doing with money, okay? So that's what a poor person does with money. Well, I could put this on and say, well, I'll just use this until there's nothing left. You know what a rich person does with money? They make more money.
Yeah.
No, really, I don't mean to sound like that, but that's the fact. They make more money. They don't turn around and spend the money. They make more money. They realize, listen, I have this bill, so I have to make this much money from this residual income to cover this bill, so I don't have to take it from this.
Right.
What a poor person does, a poor person takes from Peter to pay Paul, and eventually takes from Anthony to pay Peter. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. A rich person knows how to solve all of that shit. And you need somebody in there who's cut checks. Trump cut checks. You need
This is a business. This is a business world today.
Well, like an Elon Musk. An Elon Musk would be an amazing president, okay? Except for one thing. He doesn't look out for everybody. And what I mean by that is he's got he's not a caring individual. He's not empathetic.
Right.
Trump is empathetic, whether you believe that or not. Look at Right to Try, okay, where he turns around and he allowed people to try new medications that are still in the experimental stage. Where before his presidency they couldn't do. They would have just died. There's literally hundreds of people who are alive today because he allowed that. Anyway, okay, so get back to this guy. So this is the communication. Should I start this over? Hold on, I'm going to start that part over.
Right.
So he's a communications director. Let's keep that in mind. Here we go.
Thinking, but when you heard the full context, when you saw those comments at that rally, what did you hear?
Well, thank you, Jen, for having me. I mean, what I heard was a continuation of the same rhetoric, the same endorsement of political violence that we've seen from Donald Trump for years, as you pointed out. It goes even farther back, right? This is the same guy who, after Nazis marched on Charlottesville and killed a woman, said there were very fine people on both sides. Is the same guy who, in 2020, told the Proud Boys, a white supremacist group, to stand back and stand by. And now every single day on the stump, he is championing and praising
they don't listen to nothing.
Who he encouraged to violently storm the Capitol in an attempt to overthrow our democracy. So it's not simply one comment. This is exactly who Donald Trump is, and this is exactly the threat that he poses to our democracy every single day. I think the problem for Trump, though, is that the American people saw what happened on January 6th, and they've responded consistently since, right? They responded in 2022 when Democrats had the most successful midterm cycle for a Democratic incumbent since FDR.
All right, I'm getting rid of this guy.
Last year in states like Kentucky,
No,
Ohio,
these people are
Virginia,
delusional.
elections then.
Okay, so that's number two. Now we saw number two, right? So we saw number two. We did Ohio. Let's see, is this the one? Okay, let's do number three. Hang on, I got to bring number three in.
These people are delusional, man.
Let's get rid of number two. And let's get rid of number.
And can I add something in here? If anybody, I like to add one thing. If everybody just goes back 4 years ago, we had peace everywhere. Dude, the only violence you saw out there was the Democrats telling the people to do insurrection themselves. That's insurrection. They were telling people to go up in their faces. They were burning properties down, right? That's what the Democrats were doing 4 years ago. That's your insurrection. when they tell people to go out and get up in their faces.
Right, Maxine Waters. I mean, it's a ton of them that did that. A ton of them. Yeah, Maxine Waters was the biggest one that's doing it. Don't let them eat at a restaurant. Tell them they're not welcome here. You're supposed to run the fuck out of gas because she doesn't like your political pick.
Right.
That's crazy.
So anyway, isn't that insurrection? Isn't that insurrection?
You know what that is? That's well, no, see, the difference is what she's doing is she's trying to re-guide an election. Let's put it that way, or
we're telling people to do that. It's crazy.
Okay, hold on. Here's another one. Check this chick out. Hold on. Here we go.
Oh, this one's nuts.
Yeah, she's a lunatic. So far we did 2. Now, everybody, please, I beg you, try to remember what these people are saying.
The race for the White House and former President Trump's campaign now on the defensive after his fiery rhetoric at a rally in Dayton, Ohio on Saturday night.
It's a rhetoric.
Trump warning while discussing the economy that there would be a, quote, bloodbath if he is not reelected in November. This after the former president kicked off the event by paying tribute to those who attacked the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. President Biden's campaign swiftly denouncing those comments as threats of political violence. But even Republicans like former Vice President Mike Pence, who says he will not endorse Trump, are defending his bloodbath comment, saying he was referring to imports hurting the automobile industry. ABC's Mary Alice Parks leading us off tonight from Washington.
This is okay, so I'm going to stop.
Tonight, Republicans forced to defend.
I think we had enough of this. Okay, so now I think we need to see what Trump actually said, right? I think that would be the next. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so now you've heard a communications director say that, it's going to be a bloodbath if he's not elected, and riots. And this is basically what they're implying.
Right.
What I'm going to play for you next is what he actually said.
Well, oh, you're right. They're implying that, we're all going to go out there and start trouble.
Right. They're implying that what's going to happen is, if Trump doesn't get elected, we're going to riot in the streets. When this has nothing to do with that, you couldn't be more off base. Listen, let me put it to you this way, okay? If you were trying to get to the Far East and you drove west, you couldn't be more off. You know what I'm saying? It's like that stupid. Okay, so listen.
And wait a minute. Hold on. By the way, when Trump won, they did the violence. They did the riots.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Remember that chick in the street? No! Anyway.
Yep.
So anyway. Okay, so
they got it all backwards.
Well, before this starts, I want to point something out. Please listen. Listen to what he's saying. What he's telling Xi. Okay, so I'm going to explain this. Not because I think anyone in our audience is stupid, but I'm going to explain it because it goes kind of quick. So I don't want to. What this is really about is China has bought a lot of land in Mexico and is building car manufacturers. Factories. And what they want to do is, because it's so close to us, they no longer have to deal with shipping. There's a lot that goes on with shipping, actually, with cars. When it comes across the ocean, you get a lot of like rust and stuff on them.
Right.
Anyway, so what they want to do is they want to build these factories in Mexico because they're closer. It saves on the shipping and everything else. It saves on and they can still keep it at slave labor, costs and stuff like that.
Right.
So, and they think they're going to sell us the cars because right now they have the best deal going. They don't pay any taxes on anything we buy from them. They don't pay taxes on. Anything we sell them, we pay them taxes on, just to let you know.
Right.
And it's like
that's right.
400% or something like that. Anyway, I don't know what it is, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, so what's happening here is they want to build cars in Mexico and then sell them to us in the United States. And what Trump is telling them is, listen, Xi, and this is almost I'm paraphrasing, but for the most part, it's what he said.
Right. He said, if you're listening.
Wait, no. Let me do this because I want to do it from the beginning. So he goes, Xi, you and I are friends, but that doesn't take it to this point. If you think you're going to sell these cars to the United States, I'm going to put 100% tariff on them. So in other words, if a car is $3,000, he's going to put a $3,000 tariff on it.
Right.
Okay. So in other words, now it's $6,000. So they're not really saving on the shipping and stuff like that. It's actually going to cost them money. Then he goes on to say, that's as long as he gets elected. In other words,
Right.
if Trump doesn't get elected, Xi ain't worried about tariffs on cars because he ain't paying it now, and he ain't going to pay it if Biden gets a second term. So he's
Right,
not
because
worried.
Biden ain't got right. Biden's not going to go after him.
Right, exactly. So, but then Trump says, so if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath, meaning in the U.S. auto industry and financially for the United States. It's not even a physical threat. It's not even like you said, a bunch of dogs out in the back of fighting, it's going to be a bloodbath, where it's a physical thing where a bunch of dogs are actually touching each other.
Yeah, right.
Nothing to do with even physical touching. There's nothing even about physical touching. Okay. Bloodbath is an example. It's a description.
Right.
He's saying that financially speaking, China will eat us up. And don't kid yourself, because if you remember when Biden first came in, he turned around and goes, "Oh, what do you mean China's going to eat our lunch?" Then about 6 months ago, he turns around and said, "Our biggest problem is China." He finally admitted it. Okay, so he's a liar. All right. Anyway, so let's watch Trump. Now, this is actually, I feel like such a reporter because I'm actually going to report the facts.
Now, people pay attention and listen.
This is right out of Trump's mouth. I'm editing nothing.
Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal, those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole.
Right there.
That's going to be the lead.
Now, do you really, really believe he was saying that there was going to be rioting in the streets, or was he saying that financially there was going to be a bloodbath if he wasn't elected?
Economically.
Right. He just said about what he was going to do to stop the bloodbath of influx of foreign cars coming in and ruining the auto industry. He just said what he was going to do.
Right. It'll take all the jobs away from us.
Yeah, so now all of a sudden he's got to go to the idea of rioting. I mean, come on, let's not be stupid, all right? So I'm going to go back a little bit. I had to interrupt that, though, and I hate that I did that. But you guys...
Across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole... That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. If this election isn't won, I'm not sure that you'll ever have another election in this country. Does that make sense? I don't.
Which it does make, dude. Do you not remember them talking about abolishing the Electoral College?
Yes.
Do you not remember that? Okay.
Yes.
Do you not remember them turning around and saying that, even if you get this was during Trump when Trump was going to be when he was going to be declared the winner, they were trying to get the votes from each state to not vote for him, to go in there and literally not do their job.
Right.
They're not. The Democrats are a funny thing, okay? They want to stop you from voting for this one. They need to not let Trump run, and this is all in the name of democracy. How you can explain that to me? I don't get it.
I was just about to say that they got democracy backwards.
Yeah, really what they have is a totalitarianism to some degree. I hope I said that right.
Because democracy is everybody has a right.
Has a say. Yeah, exactly. And yet you're not giving them a say. You're sending propaganda, and you're guiding. It's not about guiding. Let them do their own research. That's what they're supposed to do. Anyway.
As a matter of fact, that's right. As a matter of fact, brother, right? In the Supreme Court now, they have the case going on about censorship, being the White House telling the text, the censorship.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, but being a Trump zombie, I got to go back and listen one more time because I want everybody here from the beginning.
And everybody has a right to speak.
Manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. If this election isn't won, I'm not sure that you'll ever have another election in this country. Does that make sense? I don't think you're going to have another election in this country. If we don't win this election, I don't think you're going to have another election, or certainly not an election that's meaningful. And we better get out, I actually say that the date, remember this, November 5th, I believe it's going to be the most important date in the history of our country. I believe that.
Now, you have to believe this, people, because all you have to do is look back 4 years ago and look at it now. We're in 2 wars going on 3. I mean, look what just happened in Haiti. Okay, we have maybe 4 wars going on, because when this is all over, you still might have China going into Taiwan. So,
well, you know what, Kerry, I'm going to tell you honestly, and I want to stress this. I'm an idiot, okay?
The man is right.
Thank you.
This is about our lives. This is about not you.
I'm an idiot. The man is right. Anyway, no, but
this is about our livelihoods.
Well, no, I want to say something. I'm going to tell you honestly. This started the day Joe walked into office. I'm going to tell you what.
Right. That's right.
Every single thing that is going on, you name the problem, and I'll tell you how it applies to what I'm going to say right now. Okay, you tell me anything at all, and I'm going to tell you how it applies to what I'm going to say right now. When Joe walked into office, he changed 94 policies that Trump had in place for producing energy. Okay,
right.
He shut down our pipeline. He shut down our pipeline. Opened up Nordstrom. He emboldened Iran to produce oil and sell it. We were selling oil. We had so much oil, it was ridiculous. I mean, we were giving it away rather than try to store it because it was cheaper.
We were like the Beverly Hillbillies.
Now, regardless, okay, so you're absolutely right. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, so the way this applied to everything is everything has to be moved or has to be operated.
Right.
Okay, so you take something as stupid. Look at what happened with baby formula, man. Look at what happened with baby formula.
Oh my God!
This country didn't have baby formula, but remember the migrants did. Remember that you went to one of these migrant, camps and stuff like that. They had tons, and if you don't believe that, Google it. By the way, there's pictures of it everywhere. They had tons of it, but we couldn't get it. We drove. Our moms were driving from place to place to place, but they couldn't get it. But the migrants could.
Yeah, explain that one, people.
Again, listen. I want to make it clear. I love people coming to our country. I love new flavor, new culture. I love all of that stuff. Okay. I just want to know you're healthy when you get here. You're not looking to kill somebody.
Right. You obey the laws.
I will hurt somebody. And you obey the initial law, which is, applying to become a citizenship. Applying for citizenship. Anyway, so the way it applies is when it comes to oil, okay, everything that has to be moved. Okay, everything. And the way it gets moved is by using gasoline and oil.
Yeah, brother. Okay. This is the book to take the test. That's the book.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. And he's a citizen. And he has that. That should tell you something. Yeah, that should tell you something. But it comes over. Then you bring up the wars. Let's take the wars. Let's take the war with Russia and Ukraine, okay? If the oil didn't get shut down here, Putin wouldn't have enough money for a war.
No, it wouldn't have been. He would have been able to invade, right?
Putin was poor prior to. You notice what 4 years? Okay, so Gary, what 4 years out of the past 16 years did Putin not invade a country? It's only 4 years out of 16. Who was president?
Oh, the 4 years of Trump. All you have to do is look at it, because under Obama it was Georgia or Criteria.
No, Georgia. Right.
And Crimea. Bush was Crimea or something like that, right?
Right. Crimea. Yeah.
There you go. But when Trump came in, he tried Ukraine, didn't do it. He tried everything else, couldn't do it.
He couldn't.
Biden steps in office, and Ukraine's getting bombarded.
he could afford it. He started selling oil and making $33 million a month, or 330 million. I'm not sure what it was, but something like that.
We ain't making this shit up, people.
The thing about war, okay, is the only thing you need for war is money, nothing else. Okay,
right.
You don't need soldiers because you can buy them, or mercenaries.
Right. And not for
you
nothing.
Don't need weapons because you can buy them. Okay,
now you mentioned Iran, right? You mentioned Iran. Now they just helped Hamas do that October 7th.
Well, the funny part is they're finding weapons from Afghanistan in Ukraine and in Gaza. So what do you think happened with the $85 billion worth of weapons we left there?
So Taliban.
My question is, why weren't they destroyed? Okay, why weren't they destroyed? Why didn't they drive a tank down into the ocean? You know what I mean? Or I don't know. I'm just throwing that though. Or throw a grenade in the tank to blow up the interior of it. Use the tank to blow up the helicopter and then blow up the tank. I mean, why
blow up the weapons?
Use
right. Blow up the weapons.
It's just something's not right. Anyway, so and then you take the Hamas and stuff. You take the Israel problem, the Israel issue, Gaza.
Yo, that's disgusting. What Schumer and Biden are doing.
Who do you think supporting Hamas? Who do you think supporting it?
Iran.
Come on, Iran. It's so easy to tell that all of these they support each other.
Right.
Where do you think they're getting the money? International oil sales. Anyway, so everything comes down to that oil and those 94 things Joe did on his first day. So from day one, minute one,
right,
he was against the United States. This man is not a patriot.
No, everything that's happened out there is all on his watch. Look at Haiti now.
You could not fuck up a country this badly by accident.
Right.
I'm sorry, you just can't do it by accident.
No.
Even a clock, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Right. That's right.
I forget which general it was. One of the generals said that this man has never made a good, political decision.
A good decision in his 40 years of Senate, 50 years of Senate.
Yeah. Some general wrote that in his book.
Yes.
I can't remember the guy's name.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
But it's true. And what gets me, dude, is he's someone who's a Robert Byrd fan, who was like a Grand Dragon in the Ku Klux Klan. He said that he didn't want busing because he didn't want his family to
be with
go
black
to school
kids
in a racial jungle.
Right.
But yet, for some reason, people don't remember. If you ain't black, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And that was recent, and yet they still didn't pay attention to it.
Yep.
Because
they have hate.
Go and check the record on Black lives, okay, during Trump's administration, and how improved they were.
That's insane.
Trump is the one who put time, and it's funny. They talk about they talked about how he's an anti-Semite. Meanwhile, he's got grandchildren that are
Jewish.
His daughter, his
Jewish.
daughter his daughter who they're complaining about that he's working too close with. He converted to Judaism, but he's not pissed off about that because he's like the worst anti-Semite in the world. He's
the biggest racist.
He's the biggest racist, but
wait a minute. Under his presidency,
everybody with him.
Right. Under his presidency, the black community was doing great.
Oh, they were thriving. They were absolutely thriving. Listen, people, I just want you to do me one favor. Okay? Everything I showed you here, I laid it right out. And I just showed you the
yeah, you can't make this up. It's right there.
And I swear to you, what I showed you was maybe less than a percentage of it, okay? Literally less than a percentage of what it was really about.
Let's say photos and facts don't lie. Right? Photos and facts don't lie.
I would love for you guys to just take this show and show it to just one of your friends, just any one of them, and show them what the truth is, and just kind of try to open their eyes.
Right.
Their eyes are so closed, they have no idea what's going on.
Right.
And
because they're watching the wrong shit.
You got to question everything you hear. Question me. Listen, here.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you could comment us.
Hopefully you watch this show. If you watch this show, I want you to checkmate. I want you to go and see if anything that I said here, but make sure I said it that I wasn't. There's a lot of things I'll say where I go, well, I'm not sure about that, so don't hold me to that. If I said that, then I really wasn't sure. But if I said it was a fact, I want you to check me on it. And I want you to tell me if I'm right or wrong. Please. I welcome it. I won't argue with you. I'll correct it. I'll even do a whole show. I'll have you on if you want. You could do it personally to me. But just check me.
Right.
And if I'm not right, if I'm not wrong, okay, if I'm not wrong, show this to people. Because they gotta know that what they're trusting isn't trustworthy.
Right. Listen, you just have to know the law, know what's right and wrong, and you can see it. Facts and photos don't lie.
This is just the dumbest thing because it's on video. It's checkable. Why would you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, why would you like? Hey, you want Joe Scarborough? Let me see if I can find it for you. Hold on.
Oh, I just want to punch that guy in the head.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's freaking out, but now people pay attention. You just heard this before. We just played it for you before, so you heard what Donald Trump said. So now listen to Joe. Yo, these people need to sit down and smoke a joint. Right?
Yeah, wait.
Yo, wait till you see this guy, man.
I'm trying to find it.
Can't make this shit up.
I got similar ones, but I'm not coming up.
Yo, they're delusional, and they have our ignorance and hatred. Because, like my brothers say, you can look it up. You can question us, comments. Man, we're fair. Listen,
I'm looking,
like my brother said before, we do facts before we speak. I'm not going to tell you something that I don't know.
It's crazy.
It's insane what's going on now. They're freaking.
And then this other one.
Hold on.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Instead of getting the COVID shot, they should get the Trump the rain shot.
Yeah, I can't find this one.
Right? They should have a shot for that.
You know what? Honestly, they should give them sodium pentothal, which is the truth serum.
Damn. People fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, anyway. So we were going to do a show. What was the other thing? Oh, it was about the speech. Oh, my God. Dude, I want whatever they had him on, man. Whatever that is, just pump me full of it for days and, the rest of my life. Because they gave him either Adderall, Ritalin, or like a combo of the two. And then maybe like a pot of coffee and like, 2 candy bars. You know what I mean? It's like, because this boy was bouncing off the walls.
You ready?
Cocaine, right? What do you think it is?
No, did you see, hold on, the Biden shoes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. What we're going to have on them now? Those waffle ones. Remember the big waffle that you put on the bottom?
Oh, shit.
Like that, Yeah. What was that? Remember Kramer? Remember when Kramer had those shoes?
Yeah, Mickey the midget.
No, Kramer had those. No, it was Jimmy. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy doesn't like when. Yeah. On, man.
Yeah, Jimmy got good.
Jimmy don't like that. Here we go.
But you check out fucking Biden's shoes now.
I know. But really, they could have picked better ones to like the friggin'. No, he looks so stupid with those shoes.
Yeah.
He should have I don't know. I mean, there had to be better versions of those shoes. I mean, something that would have went better with,
No, Herman Munster had better shoes.
Wait, hold on. I think I got it. Hold on. Hang on a minute. Yeah.
Uncle Herman. He had better shoes. Oh, shit.
Here you go.
My height. What was his name again?
Jimmy.
Right.
I don't know how you could forget. He kept referring to himself in the third person. Jimmy's under the boards. Jimmy makes the shot.
You're just mad because we beat you.
Jerry, it's my fault I couldn't make a shot. These losses stay with me. They fester, Jerry. Oh, this
Same
is gonna
shoes.
play.
I don't know if he has them in these.
Oh,
Yeah, the shoes, man.
That was like high karate. Remember that when you slap it on? It was...
Great game. Oh yeah.
Jimmy
played
likes.
pretty good. Hey, I felt like we had a synergy out there. Like we were really helping each other.
what do you got there?
These?
Yeah.
These are Jimmy's training shoes. Yeah. I've seen these things. What are they? They make your legs stronger. Oh yeah. Before he got these.
Yeah, Joe Biden shoes.
Jimmy.
They're plyometric.
Plyometric.
Yeah, they isolate the muscles. The muscle has to grow or die.
I just can't believe they get our president shoes.
That's crazy.
Where you go?
Jimmy sells them.
You sell them?
Oh, yeah. But Jimmy's all out right now. Moving to Manhattan set Jimmy back a bit.
Hey, listen, let me give you my card. It's got my home number on it. I want to buy the first pair when the next shipment comes in.
All right.
All right, Jimmy, good talking to you.
Jimmy will see you around.
Joe Biden will see you around.
What day is today? Oh, Tuesday. Damn it, I shouldn't have worked out today. Mr. Wilhelm called a big meeting. Now I'm going to be sweating through the whole thing.
What? You took a shower?
It wouldn't take.
All right, I got to get rid of this. Anyway.
Yo, these people are just.
Joe Biden will be around. No, it's not.
They're just delusional. I mean, I can't believe what they're doing.
Yeah, it's just insane. But those shoes really did kind of look like his.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you can't make.
All right, buddy. What?
No, you can't make this up, man. Right?
Hey, are you up for a show later on tonight?
Huh?
You want to do a show later on tonight?
I'm here, bro. I'm free. I'm at the office and home.
Maybe we'll do Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, yo, bro. I watch that every night, man. I told you that one with the Admiral. Remember the Admiral?
Yeah, we only did that one. We only did the first one where they, where the guy comes and he's trying to buy the oil from them.
Right,
and
right.
They first, and they learn that their mansion is their own. It's not a lot of people living in it. They can't go upstairs. Anyway, so yeah, let's try to do one later. It's like around, I don't know, I guess 8-ish or something like that, 7:30, 8-ish.
Yo, bro, I'm here. I don't go nowhere.
Yeah,
man.
listen. Okay, so check this out. We could do this live. So right now we're taping this, and I'm going to put it up. But we could do it live to where, like, we watch it together. Like everything's done in live. Like the people will be watching us while we're doing it.
I hear you.
You want to try that tonight?
I'll do anything. I'm here.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Let me see what I can do.
This sounds good.
So listen. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Anybody out there who watched this, if you want to watch a live show tonight, okay, we'll do it probably like, let's say 8:30, just to give us time. We'll come on around 8:30 if we get.
Yeah, because 9 o'clock is the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, but I'd rather we pick one. I can pick them. I got them up on my thing.
Yeah.
So we did the first episode, so we'll do the second episode next. We'll do it in order. No. Anyway, so if you guys want to watch it with us, because we can just record it, but if you guys want to watch it with us, throw us a couple of comments, and we'll watch it with you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, yo,
buddy,
brother. We also have to do some music. Listen, I got the words to the new song "Legendary" by Bon Jovi.
Oh, cool.
I got it on my. I downloaded. I got all the words.
I think
we should do a show with music one day.
Do you have it there? Do you have the song there with you?
I got it on my playlist. Yeah.
Can you play it? Oh, I don't know.
No, because I'm talking to you.
Yeah, no, but we might get a strike anyway because it's copyrighted.
Right.
But what?
No, but I'm just saying, when we go to the studio, man.
I think it's like a D, G. I'm trying to think what it is. I was listening to it. I only listened to it once, but I think it starts out in a D. Do you remember the first words? What's the words?
No, I don't. I don't remember the first words.
Something about how do you and I dare to. Shit, I can't think of it. Anyway.
Yeah, I got it down. I'm gonna write them down. You know what it is? I got it on my phone, and I'm gonna take it off the phone. I'll write it down. I'll give you the
You want
word.
to do before we leave? You want to do a rendition of Another One Bites the Dust?
No. Look at my studio in the background.
No, I'm there the guitar. You can jump on the Jones Show quick. We'll do it. Another One Bites the Dust.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. You have a great day. I'll talk to you later on tonight. I'll message you around 7:45 and let you know.
I'm here, buddy. Reach out. I'll be here.
Right. Let me throw this up on YouTube so people can watch it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this one.
Yes, folks.
How do you like how I redecorated my house?
Yo, it looks great, man. Yeah, yo, we did the same thing. Look, I did my room too. I'm sitting in my office.
My upstairs neighbor hated when I put this fireplace in. 7 stories straight up to get the fireplace to stick out the roof. Anyway.
Now your neighbor. Now your neighbor's upstairs coughing up a storm.
All right, pal. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later tonight.
All right, folks. Talk to you later.
Have a great day, guys. We're out.
Yes, be safe.